disposal. Okay, what is disposal? Disposal means you sell your non-current asset. Okay, you sell your non-current asset. You buy ready, after a few years, you sell your non-current asset. First, I give you notes first. Okay, first I give you notes, later we do some exercise. Okay, number one, what is the steps? Steps to record disposal. Step number one is, okay, we see the step was on. Step number one is we transfer non-current asset cost to disposal account. That's your step number one. Then step number two is you need to transfer NCA. Transfer NCA depreciation. Okay, but actually this is the accumulated depreciation. Okay, you take the accumulated depreciation, transfer to disposal account. Okay, step number three. Step number three is record the proceeds. You need to know what is proceeds. Huh? What is the proceed? Proceed is the proceed means the money received. The money that you receive whenever you sell the asset. The money that you receive whenever you sell the asset. Okay, and then step number four. Step number four is balance up. To calculate, balance up what? Balance up the disposal account. Balance up the disposal account to calculate profit or loss. So this is your steps. Step number one, step number two, step number three, and step number four. Okay, can you copy this note first? Okay, can I continue? Better answer. Okay. I'll give you one example before we do exercise. I give you one example. My example question. My example question is non-current asset. Your non-current asset is motor vehicle. Your motor vehicle cost is 20,000. Your motor vehicle cost is 20,000, and then the motor vehicle accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation maybe is 5,000. I'll give you some example. Motor vehicle cost is 20,000. Motor vehicle accumulated depreciation is 5,000. And then, and today is the date is maybe January 1st January 2020. You sold this motor vehicle for maybe 12,000. Sold this motor vehicle for 12,000. So now the question is, prepare disposal account. Prepare disposal account and journal to record the disposal. Okay, can you copy this question anywhere? Can you copy this question anywhere before we start do? On the 1st January 2020, copy this question. Copy this. Okay, can I do? This one. You got a phone? Can you snap picture? You can snap here. Okay, I'm going to do this question. Everybody follow me up. Step number 1. What is step number 1? My step number 1 is, see the step number 1 up. Transfer the NCA cost to disposal account. So this is my cost, 20,000. So what I do is, I'm going to do disposal account now. First I do the disposal account. Okay, step number 1, I open disposal account. I open disposal account. Under the disposal account, I will transfer the cost. So right here, debit side, 20,000. The date will be 2020, January 1. Here you write motor vehicle. Exam no short form, you need to write full. Right, January 1, motor vehicle, 20,000. You understand? I just finished my step number 1. Can you say not? My step number 1 is transfer the non-current asset cost to disposal account. So I see my question. In my question, the cost is 20,000. In my question, the total cost is 20,000. I take the 20,000. I transfer to disposal account. Step number 1. Then step number 2. Now I'm going to do step number 2. Step number 2 is transfer. Step number 2 is transfer the non-current asset depreciation, which is the accumulated depreciation, to disposal account. Then I go to my question. I check my question. How much is my accumulated depreciation? My accumulated depreciation is 5,000. My accumulated depreciation is 5,000. I will transfer to disposal account. Remember, your accumulated depreciation will be in a credit side. So go credit side, you write 2020, the date same, January 1. You write here, accumulated depreciation, which is 5,000. Accumulated depreciation, which is 5,000. Okay, now I need to do step number 3. What if? Damien, you asked the question for everyone can. What if didn't write a... No, the question must tell. The question will tell you how much the depreciation. So if the question didn't give, you need to calculate yourself. If the question didn't give you the accumulated depreciation, then you need to write here. Or if you don't want to write here accumulated depreciation, you can write provision for depreciation. You can write provision for depreciation or accumulated depreciation. Both can. You can write here provision for depreciation or accumulated depreciation. Both also you can write 5,000. If the question didn't give, you need to calculate how much and write that. Okay. Here. After that, step number 3. My step number 3 is record the proceeds. I say what? Proceed means the money that you receive. Proceed means the money that you receive whenever you sell the asset. Okay. So I go here. How much is money I receive whenever I sell? This one sold for 12,000. I received 12,000. So whenever you receive money, your bank account will be debit, your disposal account will be credit. So you go credit side, you write 12,000. You write 12,000 and then the date will be same date. Here you write bank. Here you write bank. Step number 1 is the purple color. Step number 2 is the yellow color. Step number 3 is the green color. Okay, now, any question you can ask me now? No question? Why? I didn't say minus. Why are you telling it's minus? Sold motor vehicle for 12,000 means you sell, then you receive 12,000. Sold motor vehicle for 12,000 means you sell the motor vehicle, receive 12,000. So when you receive the money, bank will be plus. Bank, you receive the money, bank account, money plus, correct. And then you go to the disposal account, you write in the credit side 12,000. Why? Plus, I receive money, so plus, plus. You receive money plus, right? Okay. Okay, next one. Step number 4. Step number 4 is what? Step number 4 is balance up the disposal account to calculate profit and loss. Balance up the disposal account to calculate profit or loss on disposal. So now, can you balance up yourself? Which side bigger? Debit bigger or credit bigger? Debit bigger or credit bigger? I think debit bigger, right? So right here, 12,000, 20,000. Here also, 20,000. Take this 20,000 minus 12,000 minus 5,000. You get 3,000. This 3,000, the answer, the detail here will be income statement. This is your income statement. Okay, now, any question? Yes. Yes, this is debit. This is credit. Which one? The bank. Okay. Whenever you receive money, you debit bank. Ready? This way. Whenever you receive money, you debit the bank account. So that bank account, debited 12,000. Another account is disposal. Disposal is something like a revenue. This is the revenue, right? So revenue, ready. Yes. Income. Income will be debit or credit. This one is good. Okay. Okay, now any problem? I answered the A, the first question. The first question is prepare the disposal account. I already prepared the disposal account. Okay, now I want to answer the next one. Next one is journal. How to record the journal. You know how the journal look like? I draw the journal format first. This is my format. The journal will be like this. Right here, journal. Here will be date, details, dollar, dollar. Okay, can I do? Same thing, we follow the same steps. We follow the same steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. We follow the same step. Okay, step number 1. Step number 1, I check again. See my notes just now. Step number 1 is transfer the non-current asset cost to disposal account. Then you write the date, January 1, step number 1. Okay, watch me first. You will debit disposal account 20,000 and credit the motor vehicle 20,000. And then you need to put the explanation. Must, explanation is a must. Sometimes the question will say narrative is required. Whenever the narrative is required, you write here, transfer motor vehicle cost to disposal account. You need to write like this. Okay, January 1, debit the disposal account, credit the motor vehicle. This is a step number 1. Always, whenever you want to sell any asset, this is a step number 1. Whenever sell any asset, this is step number 1. Now, step number 2. What is step number 2? I see my word, step number 2 is transfer the non-current asset depreciation, which is the accumulated depreciation, to disposal account. Okay, but the debit credit the other way around. You will debit the provision for depreciation of motor vehicle. How much is your provision for depreciation motor vehicle just now? 5,000. So you take the 5,000, you write here. And then you will credit the disposal account 5,000 in the credit. This is step number 2. And then don't forget to write the explanation. The explanation will be transfer accumulated depreciation to disposal account. Done. Okay, step number 3. What is step number 3? Step number 3 is record the proceed. How much proceed that you receive here? The proceed here will be 12,000. So I go to my journal. When I receive money, I will debit the bank account. I debit the bank account how much? 12,000. I debit the bank account 12,000. And then I credit the disposal. All these debit and credit are fixed up. It's fixed for all the question. This debit and credit, all this debit and credit is fixed for all the question. So now this one is record money received for disposal. Record money received for disposal, 12,000. And then the last step, step number 4 is what? Balance up to calculate the profit and loss. Okay, now if you already prepare the ledger account, then you know how much the profit or loss. But now, don't see this. Based on this, you need to calculate. Based on the journal, you need to calculate it's a loss or profit. What is the formula to calculate loss or profit? Anybody know? What is the formula to calculate loss or profit? You know, you don't know. Okay, don't know. The formula is proceeds minus book value. Proceed, this is to calculate profit or loss on disposal. Profit or loss on disposal. If you get a negative answer, then it's your loss. If you get a positive answer, then it's your disposal. If you get a negative, then it's your loss on disposal. If you get a positive, it's a profit on disposal. So now, can we check here? How much is your proceed? Your proceed is 12,000, right? 12,000 minus with the book value. Do you know how to calculate book value? Book value is, the formula to calculate book value is, take the cost minus accumulated depreciation. Cost minus accumulated depreciation, you will get book value. So how much my cost in this question? 20,000. Minus how much my accumulated depreciation? 5,000. Okay, 12,000 minus this answer, I get how much? 3,000. Is it 3,000? No. You get negative 3,000. Right? 12,000 minus 15,000, you get negative 3,000. This negative 3,000 is your gain or loss. Loss. You write here, loss. Okay, and then how to record this in the journal? You go to journal. If it is a loss, you debit the income statement. Because income statement loss is expenses, so will be in a debit side. If we gain, the income statement will go credit side. If it is a profit, the income statement go credit side. So income statement, how much? 3,000. Credit the disposal, 3,000. And what is this? Record loss on disposal. Let's see. What is another name? Is it? This one. You asking this or this? Second one. Debit the provision for depreciation. Credit will be disposal. Yes. Oh, another name for provision for depreciation account is accumulated depreciation. Both are same thing. Okay, step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, step number 4. These are the 4 steps whenever you do the disposal, whenever you sell your asset. Okay, sometimes the question will ask you to do this disposal account. Sometimes the question will ask you to do journal. So you need to know both. You need to know how to do account, and also you need to know how to do journal. Okay, now I give you 2 minutes. Can you go to this question page? Answer question number D only. I want you to answer question number D. Can you try? I'll give you 5 minutes. Answer question number D. If you if the online students are, if you don't have the paper, you just write the answer anywhere in a paper. If you got the paper, then do that. Okay, first answer. Answer question number D. You need to write, you debit what account, credit what account. Debit what account, credit what account. So you need to write. Transfer cost, right? Debit what account? Debit account. Debit disposal account. Debit motor vehicle. So disposal motor vehicle. Disposal. Disposal means we sell asset account. Whenever we sell asset, we have one disposal. Then what is that? Motor vehicle. Debit motor vehicle. Okay, can I answer this question? Or number 3, write bank. Number 3, write bank. Okay, can I do the answer? I'll do one. Watch me. Complete the following table to name the ledger account to be debited and credited whenever you dispose the motor vehicle. So I do the first one. Transferring, I'm reading this up. Transferring the original cost of the motor vehicle from the asset account. So you will debit the disposal account. Credit motor vehicle account. Exam, you cannot write ACCI, you write full on account. No short form in exam. So that you will debit the disposal account, you credit the motor vehicle account whenever you transfer the original cost. Okay, next one. Number two. Number two, whenever you transfer the accumulated depreciation, what debit, what credit? You will debit the provision for depreciation account. You will debit the provision for depreciation account, and you can write accumulated depreciation also can. It's the same thing. You will credit the disposal account. You will credit the disposal account. Debit the provision for depreciation account. You credit the disposal account. And next one is recording the proceed of the sale of the motor vehicle. So whenever you proceed means the money that you receive. The question here, they didn't say cash or bank. So you can write cash or you write bank, also both will get marks. So we will debit the bank, credit the bank account, debit the bank account, credit the disposal account. Debit the bank account, credit the disposal account. You okay now? Very easy, huh? 6 marks for this. Okay, if you're done, any question ask me, no question, I will move on. Which one? Okay. Whenever you want to sell, this one now I'm explaining this. Whenever you sell the asset, okay, example, this asset is here. Okay, in the asset account. This is the asset account, the asset inside the asset account. Whenever you want to sell, what you do is you take out from here, you put in a special account called disposal. Now, this is the asset. Inside the asset account, let's say this is the motor vehicle. It's inside the motor vehicle account. So this motor vehicle I want to sell. Whenever I want to sell the motor vehicle, I will take out. Whenever you take out, you credit the motor vehicle account. You take out here, you put inside the new account called disposal account. Before you sell, you put inside this account first. After that, you will sell. So you minus from the motor vehicle account. So credit the motor vehicle account and transfer to disposal account. After that, you transfer the provision. Provision will be the other way around. This provision will be another account. You take out, put in a disposal account. This debit credit is fixed. You just remember this, you get marks. Every year like that. Can. Okay, if you can you go to this question? Okay, there's a mistake here. I wrongly typed. This one's supposed to be percentage. Okay, I think you people don't have this. Can you copy this in your paper? In your paper that I sent to you, or anybody get up? Just copy this line. This one you got. Everything you got. Only this one line don't have. You copy only. What allow? Can what? Only one line. Only this line you copy. You know what? This one say, just add this line. You just copy this line. This line I don't have. Okay, others, can you read the question? Okay, you add this one also. On 1st July 2016, purchase delivery vehicle. Okay, on 1st July 2016, purchase delivery vehicle for 28,000. Depreciation calculated 25% from the date of purchases. On 1st January 2017, it was decided that delivery vehicle C purchased on the 1st July 2016, this one they're talking about this, was unsuitable. The delivery vehicle was sold on credit to DDE Transport for 25,500. Okay, done? Okay, we discuss. But you do yourself, huh? I'm not going to give you the answer. You do yourself. But we discuss first. Okay. You got how many steps to do this? Yes, very good. 4 steps. Step number one. Step number one is transfer the cost. Step number 2, transfer the accumulated depreciation. Step number 3, record the proceed. Step number 4, balance up. Okay, if you don't know, you can see the step just now. You copied out the steps, you can see. Okay, now, but the problem here is from my 4 steps are from my 4 steps. First thing that what you need to know the cost. Second one, you need to know how much the accumulated depreciation. Third one, you need to know how much the proceeds. You need to know these 3 things, then only you can answer this question. So I give you 1 minute. Can you check all these 3 items inside here? How much is the cost? How much the accumulated depreciation? How much the proceed? Look at this question and tell me. Somehow? Okay, can we discuss? What the numbers? What do you know? Okay, in accounts, what do you know, you write first. Don't know, skip. Don't know, skip. What do you know, you write. Don't know one, you skip. Okay, first one. How much the cost? Cost is 28,000. How much the accumulated depreciation? I don't know. How much the proceed? Very good, Damian. Proceed is 25,500. Okay? But problem. How much the accumulated depreciation? How much is the accumulated depreciation? You need to calculate. How to calculate? Using 25%. 25% from 28,000. So watch me. I calculate the accumulated depreciation. The accumulated depreciation is 28,000 times with 25%. But wait. Did you use the asset for 1 year? When you buy the asset. Okay, you buy the asset on 1st July 2016. And then you sell the asset on 1st January 2017. So you use how many months? July, August, September, October, November, December. How many months? July, August, September, October, November, December. July means 7, huh? Months are 7. So January you sell already. 1st January you sell already. Do you include January? No. Okay. If you sell on 31st January, you include January. If it is a 1st January, January you didn't use. Before the first day you sell already. So July, August, September, October, November, December only, until December. How many months? 6 months. Okay, Damien, 6 months. Times with 6/12. So can anybody help me to calculate how much? 28,000 times 25% times 6/12. Is it 3,500? Use your calculator and calculate. 3,500. Very good. So now you already know how much the cost, how much is the accumulated depreciation, and you already know how much is the proceed. Can you answer this question? What the question asking? Everybody copy these numbers now. If you didn't copy these numbers, later whenever you do the answer, you cannot do answer. Okay, can you copy this answer? You got these numbers. You need to know how much the cost, how much is the, you don't need to talk about profit first. Okay, since Damien so excited, want to know profit, you calculate the profit also. Okay, number 4. Number 4, you calculate the profit. What is the formula to calculate profit or loss? What is the formula to calculate profit or loss? You remember just now I give you, the formula is take your proceeds minus with book value. How much is the proceeds? My proceeds is 25,500 minus 25,500 minus the book value. How to calculate book value? 28,000 minus 3,500. So I take 28,000 minus 3,500. I get 24,500 minus 25,500. I get positive or negative? I get a positive 1,000. If it is a positive 1,000, it's my profit. Okay, you calculate this one also. Okay, you already know the cost, accumulated depreciation, proceeds, and also profit and loss. So based on this 4 information, can you do yourself? Do the journal. Oh, this question is very nice question. Why I'm telling this question is very nice question? Because they say narrative are not required. What is narrative? You know what is narrative? Wait, I'll show you what is narrative. Just now we did the narrative. This is the narrative. This one, the question says no need to do. You just tell me the debit credit enough. You no need to write this explanation. Just write debit and credit only. This question is very nice question. Okay, try faster. Okay, prepare the journal faster. Prepare the journal faster. I give you 5 minutes. Done? Done. Okay, once you're done, let me know done, then I discuss. The online students, once you're done, let me know done, then I'll discuss the answer. Okay, wait, Damian, you're so smart, huh? Wait for others. Okay, all done. Someone nothing mistake is Is it profit or loss? Profit means this one right here, this one right here, we can not the same one. Name will be changed better. You understand now? That is it. Okay, I discussed the answer. Okay, I discussed the answer. Everybody watch me. Okay, first one. First one, what you do? You will transfer the cost. Whenever you transfer the cost, you debit what, credit what? You go here, wait, I show the first one. You will debit, I make it bigger so I can write bigger bit. Okay, debit will be disposal of delivery vehicle. Okay, this is the right name to write down, disposal of delivery vehicle. But if you write disposal also, you get marks. But the perfect answer is, I do the perfect answer, disposal of delivery vehicle. Okay, how much? $28,000. Okay, disposal of the delivery vehicle, 28,000. Okay, next one. Credit will be delivery. Okay, you know, right? If a credit must give a gap, must. Whatever you write in the credit must give a gap. Normally, what I do, I take my two finger, I put my 2 fingers there. I take my 2 fingers, I put 2 fingers, so that's my gap of 2 fingers, and then I write delivery vehicle. My delivery vehicle will be 28,000. This is step number 1. I believe everyone got correct for this one. Okay, step number 2. Step number 2 is debit provision for depreciation of delivery vehicle. Provision for depreciation of delivery vehicle. And then how much is the provision? My provision is just now, I calculated 3,500. Credit will be disposal. Disposal 3,500. This is my step number 2. Okay, step number 3. Damien, can you tell me what's the answer for step number 3? Debit what? Step number 3, debit what?
Debit bank.
Debit bank is wrong.
What? Proceeds, man, not me?
What?
Proceed.
Yes. Yes, it's proceed. The delivery vehicle was sold on credit. The question say. The question say on credit means, do you receive the money or haven't received the money?
Haven't.
Haven't. If you haven't received money, you cannot write bank.
Then what? Right, what? Trade receivable.
Yes. Who the guy who owe you? The DDE transport. You understand or not? If you receive the money, you write bank. If you haven't received the money, you write the guy's name, the guy who will pay later. So we need to know the guy's name. So the guy's name will be replace the bank. The previous question, I say I received money. So that's why I write bank. But this question, they say on credit. If it is on credit, you cannot write the bank. You need to write DDE transport. So I go here, I will debit the guy's name, DDE transport. And credit will be, oh sorry, just now I forget. This one, disposal of delivery vehicle, must write full. Okay, this one also, credit will be disposal of delivery vehicle. How much? I sell for how much? How much the proceed? The proceed is 25,500. 25,500. Okay. Okay, but actually the real answer is stop here. Finish. You no need to show the profit. Normally, you no need to show the profit. But if you want to show the profit also, good luck. Okay, sometimes they give you extra marks, sometimes no. So I don't know whether they want to give you marks or not, but it's okay, we do extra things. Okay, we always do the extra thing. Okay, the last one, you do or don't do, you still no effect your marks. Okay, last one, you get a profit or loss. Anybody? You get profit or loss? Here. You get profit or loss? You get profit. If you get profit, income statement, profit, debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit. Income statement, revenue. You follow the Adam wants to eat large chicken rice. Revenue will be in the credit side. So you go credit side, you write income statement, 1,000. And then the debit will be disposal of delivery vehicle. So the red color, you do or you don't do, don't affect the marks. No effect of the marks. Check the answer.
So what if I write income statement first and then only disposal?
Again? Or cannot? Must follow the debit. Whenever you do this transaction, must debit first, credit. Credit, debit, credit. Debit, credit. Debit, credit. Cannot be credit, debit. Cannot.
Okay, okay.
That's the rule of journal. The rules of journal is you must write the debit item first, then only you write the credit item. If it is a loss, If it is a loss, you write income statement first, disposal down, because income statement will be debit side. Cannot? Another question, the first question. Okay, right? The sold for 12,000. You sell, you get money 12,000. You receive the money, so you record bank 12,000. But now, the question says sold on credit. What's on credit? You know what's the meaning of on credit? What? No, what is the meaning of this? No, what is the meaning? You know? No. On credit means haven't received the money. This guy, see, pay later. If the guy pay later, you cannot write back. If you receive the money, write back. On credit means we haven't received the money. The guy pay later. So we write the guy's name. This is the company, another company. Here, sold motor vehicle for 12,000. We receive the money already. Right back. Okay. Any other question that we have? Okay, any question? Any question? If no question, I will give you one question now. Okay, no question. I will show you one question now. You do this question now. One disposal question. Wait, I find the disposal question now and share with you all. I answer the question. You don't need to copy this question. Okay, based on this question, I want you to prepare journal for this question. Okay, nice. Okay, I want you to prepare journal for this question. I give you 5 minutes. Same thing. Do the same thing. Use the no. You don't have the question. You doing the test. You don't have this question. Prepare. I want you to prepare. I want you to prepare journal for this faster. Okay, use the example number 1 information. Use the example number 1 information. Prepare the journal. 5 minutes from now, faster. Okay, to make it your life easy, let me give you some tips. This is the cost. This is the provision for depreciation. This is the proceeds. And you need to calculate profit. Can we calculate profit or loss? What's the formula to calculate profit or loss? Huh? You take your proceeds minus book value. Your proceeds is 3100 minus book value is 25,000 minus 21760. So how much is your profit or loss? One more zero. Profit or loss? Loss 1,140. Why loss? Because you get negative. So you got this one loss also. So now you got 4 information. Based on this 4 information, do your account faster. Finish. Once you're done, let me know. Then I'll do my answer. Others? Okay, can I start doing my answer? Wait for a while, others. Okay, I'll do the answer. I'll do here. So this is my, okay, this time I want to do with the dates. Just now I didn't emphasize on the dates. Now I want to emphasize with the date. So you add one more extra line for the date also. Okay. Journal. Sometimes the question will ask you to with the date. So you need to know the date also. Okay, step number 1, transfer the cost. Whenever you want to transfer the cost, when you sell the asset on the 1st July. So right here, 2017, July 1. So you debit the disposal of fixtures. Your fixtures is 25,000. Then credit fixtures account 25,000. Everybody correct? Next one will be debit, will be same data. Same date means no need to repeat the date. Same date, no need to repeat the date. Debit provision for depreciation of fixtures. How much is my provision? $21,760. Credit disposal of fixtures. 21760. Third one, you record the proceed. Okay, this proceed, did you receive money? They say on credit. On credit. So on credit means haven't received the money. So you write what? You write the guy's name. The guy's name is Trader. Is it correct? Yeah. Traders Limited. 3100. Credit will be disposal of fixtures. 3100. And last one, your loss. Okay, this is a loss, right? Okay, loss means if it is a loss, income statement, debit or credit. If it's loss, income statement will be debit or credit. Just now, profit is credit. Now, loss. Loss means expenses. Expenses will be debit. Very good, everyone. Okay, debit will be income statement. 140. Your credit also, credit will be disposal of fixtures. Okay. That's it.